Hello, welcome. Hey, that's the definition of veganism. We don't need to talk about that right now. We're all cool right now. I see everyone that's on right now. Hello, Sarah and Fu and Peter and Robert. Damn, 39 degrees Celsius. We're on the Fahrenheit system here, but I know 39 is pretty freaking hot. So I guess it's still summertime for you down under there. And Fu, yeah, change your name to the Bro Scientist, but I think that's probably taken already. Hello, Nikki and Heartily Tin Man. Peter, drink everyone. Yes, we did see the definition of vegan. And thanks, I saw your message that you sent me some more Instagram, some messages on Instagram for some video topics. I saw one from Hinge Herbivore short today. Angie showed it to me on Instagram. He's responded. Did you guys see this? Let me know if he made a long form video. I didn't go to his YouTube channel yet, but going vegan makes at least men gay. He was speaking for himself, but yeah, I think seemed to be speaking for all men. He was showing all these examples how when you eat plants, you become gay, and gave all these great reasons. And Hinge Herbivore had a great time with that. So let me know if you guys have seen that and if there's a full video of that. If there is, I guess I won't do it. But if not, I'll try to find that guy's video because that was just outrageous. Eating plants changes your sexual orientation, right? Anyway, who else has popped on since I said hello to everyone? Let's see. We got Giovanni and Metal. I said hi to Metalhead, didn't I? If not, hello Metalhead. And Jesse 12 string. I was just playing a 6 string a second ago there. Playing some John Mayer licks actually. Hey Tyler and Angie B. Angie B's in the house. And Low Raw and Matt M. What is up, guys? What's that, Giovanni? Hey, Ryan, I ripped a callus out of my hand while deadlifting heavy yesterday. A callus, that's like those bumps, the blisters, is that it? It ripped out of your hand, meaning your hand got bloody? Yeah, I know when I do heavy grip strength stuff, like hanging on the, just hangs, dead hangs. I don't know what they're called, just hanging off your bars. Off my bars, or doing deadlifts. Build up nice calluses. So you popped one. Yeah, my calluses aren't that thick right now. I've only been hanging. I haven't been deadlifting since I received or injured my foot, my mid-foot sprain. But I was at the gym today. I'm doing some jumping. I realized, I should do more deadlifting because it feels like I'm not getting as much hip strength on my jumps. So I got to get back into deadlifting again. I've been squatting and stuff, but not deadlifting. So I got to do the whole package to get my jumping back in action. Boy, your cult leader is tired. Remember, I'm the vegan cult leader. Your cult leader is tired. This is the first time I did any jumping practice since maybe December, maybe November even. Definitely I didn't do any since I got injured on the December 19th, and I didn't do any jumping practice then. So your cult leader feels like an old guy today, man. Just like, wow, it was tough going, but yeah, if it was such a good workout, hopefully good what's that, after when I recover, good gains will happen, as usually happens after a good workout. So anyway, guys, let's see. What's that, Peter? Did I hear about the woman who tried to pass off Dunkin' Donuts? Oh, I saw that. Was that Mike? No, that was Vegan Zombie's video, right? Dunkin' Donuts as vegan and gluten-free. Vegan Zombie made a video about it already. I don't understand. Was it a Dunkin' employee or someone who's buying them from Dunkin' and then giving them out as vegan? I didn't see his vid yet, but I did see that thumb pop up on my feed. I think it was yesterday. Sarah, your Sundays is like my Fridays, right? Yeah. Tuesdays and Fridays are my gym days, so I'm usually a little more tired than normal on those days, and that's when I do my live streams. I guess people think, man, Ryan's always so tired. No, it's just because I go to the gym on Fridays. It's just how my schedule's worked out. I like to go twice a week, and I like to have as many recovery days in between because I'm old. If I went every day or only had one day of recovery, I wouldn't be able to work out as hard. I'd still be tired and recovering. Not because I'm vegan, just because I'm old. And I play pretty hard, so I like to have 3 recovery days if I can. So anyway, that's why I broke it up down to between these 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. One of those intervals is a little shorter than the other. Yeah, that's the life of having, a 7-day week. You've got to live with that. So anyway, Sarah, you just upped your weight amounts for all exercises. Wait, I thought vegan makes people weak, right? Sarah, what's up? Have you just debunked all the meat eaters? Let's see. Let's see. So Giovanni, yeah. You're officially a power lifter now with your ripped cows. As soon as you saw it, it was like, okay, I'm going to chill for the day. Yeah, anytime you see like bleeding or skin falling off your body, that's probably a good sign that, yeah, you probably don't want to like aggravate that anymore. You know, it's a subtle sign. Our bodies give us all sorts of subtle and not so subtle signs. Hey, Werner, hair? Cult leader is present here today. Hey, Hardly Tin Man, thank you for our first and hopefully not our last super chat tip of the day. Hardly Tin Man, Adonis, thank you. Be kind, be vegan, simple. Yeah. In fact, you don't even have to be kind. As we know, I'm not going to mention any. There's many vegans that are just not kind at all. They're mean. They attack people. Even they attack vegans. So yeah, just be vegan and hopefully be kind too, to be a good representative of veganism and just to spread positivity into the universe and with fellow humans rather than a-holeness. You know, I think that would make our world a slightly better place. But I'm with you, Hardly Tin Man Adonis. Yeah, be kind, be vegan. I agree with both of those, you know. Aloha, AJ. Aloha, AJ Vintage. Uh-oh, Nothingness just gifted 5 memberships. Who's getting them? Thank you so much, Nothingness. That's so nice of you. So who do we got here? Norman and Primary, Vegan D, Otters and Elephants, and Drew. I seen Drew a lot, but your other 4, you guys are just kind of lurking in the background. So say hello. Don't be shy. Hey, I'm an introvert. I am an Myers-Briggs personality type inventory called, you know, MBTI. My personality type is introvert. I'm an INFP. I am introverted, so I know what it's like to just kind of not want to, like, you know, be all, hey, here I am, everyone. But, you know, just say hi. There's a lot of introverts. Sarah's one too. There's a lot of INFPs and INFJs on our members here and audience. So just you're in good company here, you know. So even though I might seem like I'm not an introvert because I'm talking to you all, I'm in a room by myself when you get down to it. You know, if you guys are all in front of me, then I'd probably be a little more tripped out, you know. But I understand you guys are real people, real flesh and blood people watching right now, and I see you guys all here, and I acknowledge that. I'm just saying the dynamic's a little different though. I can be a little more talkative and extroverted and calm because I feel this is my wheelhouse right here. This room right here, I do so much work, so much creative work here. So I feel very comfortable and I could speak freely as possible. But if you guys were all in here with me, I'd be kind of, whoa, you know, it'd be kind of weird having like 40 odd people. Yeah, we'll probably get up a bit more than that in a bit, but we just started 5 minutes ago. Yeah, having 40 people in this tiny room would be quite, yeah, that'd be wow. Anyway, but thank you so much, Nothingness, for donating those, or gifting, I should say, those memberships there. You're so kind. And Peeper, I called you Peeper, Peter. Peter Cunnington, our moderator. Thanks for being a member for 21 months. You've been there the whole time. So that tells me we've almost had this thing now, this channel membership, Happy Fams, for 21 months, for almost 2 years now. Did I see that Saladino, the good old Paul Saladino, changed his diet again? I thought he had the perfect diet when he was raw vegan. Then he had the perfect diet when he was carnivore or doctor. Then carnivore plus a few little plants. Now he's adding in sweet potatoes. Yeah, I mean, that's cool to change and stuff, but it just shows you. I think every time he switches, he goes, now I'm right. I'm convinced I have the perfect diet for all humankind. Then X amount of months later, no, I was wrong. This is now the perfect diet and stuff. But it's cool to add more plants in. Maybe he'll come back and just eat like just an ordinary vegan like we do. You know, not raw. Did you ever try that if you're watching Saladino? Just eating like just a regular, standard, healthy, balanced vegan diet. You know, the kind that's like, not the definition of vegan kind, but in case you didn't know, if you're watching Saladino, that's a definition of vegan. It's not a diet. But, you know, this kind of diet, if you're happy to be watching Saladino, the kind that just means you're doing what, like, organizations of health professionals say to do, not what weirdos on TikTok or whatever YouTubers say to do. Just follow health professional guidelines, you know, that kind of vegan diet. So anyway, I know I missed some stuff there, so let's see what's going on here. Well, I thought I saw something about panties there, Sarah. Extrovert panties. I've never heard that said before. The words extrovert and panties like conjoined like that. But anyway, all good. Let's see. Let's see. Robert, I just started to eat 80% fruit the last 2 weeks. And Travis asked the logical follow-up. What do you do with the other 20% of that fruit? Let's see. Vegan D, you're always hanging over at Sky's channel. He just finished and I often come here after. It's nice. You have such good energy. Thank you. Who's Sky? Is it a vegan or someone I should know? Just let me know. I don't know most vegan content creators anymore. I don't. It doesn't get suggested to me vegan content creators much in my feed anymore, except for people I've been watching for years, like say Joey Carbstrong, Earthling Ed, some zombie, Mike the Vegan, Introherbivore. That's really all I see as far as vegan content creators, like those 4 or 5 guys or something like that. And I know there's a lot more, but that's algorithms for you. Yeah, Saladino should just do the salad diet, but then that's a failure diet.
That's for the tip.
We all know that. I've seen a couple donations come by. Vegan Metalhead, thank you. You sent 2. I'm sorry. First one here. Here's the one you sent a minute ago. Going to an Indian restaurant tomorrow. So excited. Hey, yeah, we just went to an Indian grocery store yesterday. One that we used to go to maybe every 4 months or so. We haven't gone a year. So yeah, we really need to stock up. But for me, I needed my curry powder so bad. We got 4 big jars of it. They probably thought we were crazy. Because one of those jars will last an average household, maybe 4 months. So we have a year's worth of curry sauce or curry powder. And you're going to do a new restaurant tomorrow for me and new to the area. So it's great to have a new restaurant. Actually, yesterday too, on Vegan Metalhead, we tried a brand new, for us, vegan restaurant in our area. No, I mean, it wasn't in Long Beach, but a next town or 2 over in Cerritos, where the Indian district is. It wasn't an Indian restaurant, by the way. It's called Mustard Seed. Any of you guys ever hear it before? I think it just opened late last year. And I think they're still kind of soft launching this year, but everything's tight. Their menu's good. The service was really good service. Food came out quickly. Really super generous feelings, and I appreciate that as someone who is not trying to cut calories or anything like that. Paid for a $15 breakfast burrito, and damn, I got a $15 breakfast burrito. Other places I go to, plant-powered fast food, my breakfast burrito is maybe $13, and it was half the. Those are half the size. You get double the food for $2 more. So that was a great place, a good discovery. So yeah, we had a little escape yesterday to magical Cerritos, buying Indian and Chinese and Korean groceries, eating some good food, and I got a new mic stand that's back there on the guitar amp. Not a mic stand, but a boom for my current mic stand. I had a little tiny boom, and I needed a longer one so it could reach up to that big wooden speaker up there without having to set it down low to mic it up for recording. So anyway, Suba Duba, am I doing energy levels better? They're my typical, as I was talking about, my typical Friday energy levels, since Friday is a gym day for me. I played some games on Tuesday, and then today I didn't play any games, so I did a pretty hard workout. I did my first proper jumping workout in literally months, because I've had my mid-foot sprain injury. And I've been able to get back on the court and do things, but I haven't been able to jump all that well. So today was the first day I could jump with pretty much no pain, very minimal discomfort on some. It's really the one-footed jumps. When I jump off my left foot, which is my dunking foot, I jump off my left foot. That's the one I sprained, so I'll have to still kind of ease my way back into that. But anyway, I'm an old guy, it takes a while to get back, even if you're young, so I'm in no hurry. I'm not a pro or anything like that. So anyway, all right, Nikki, you totally debunked anti-vegans. Your doctor has cut your thyroid meds in half. Totally awesome. Great, good for you. Okay, Vegan D, that's Sky. Yeah, Vegan, of course, is his channel. He's not that big, but strong in his opinions, very vegan, a channel just for vegans. How is it a channel just for vegans? Because, I speak a very strong vegan message here, obviously, but I found that I speak it in such a way, even though it's very forceful, it's very strong, definition of vegan and what veganism is. I speak about veganism in such a non-judgmental way that I find a lot of non-vegans still like to watch our videos, come to our live streams. We have vegetarians, vegan curious, because I don't make you feel like an a-hole for not being a vegan. Sure, I'll try to give you more motivation and reason and logic to become vegan, but I'm not going to just call you some kind of a-hole because you're not. So hopefully your other channels like that is cool with non-vegans as far as like being open to them, because I believe, honestly, what's the goal of veganism? We want to get as many people to become vegan, right? As opposed to using veganism as a platform, as a justification to put ourselves above others and speak down to them and tell them how they're all bad people and they suck and stuff like that. I mean, that's not going to convince people to go vegan. That's actually probably going to work opposite. It's going to turn people off from veganism. So I think if you really are doing veganism for the animals and not for some kind of selfish ego trip, or you think veganism's some kind of free pass to like call everyone an a-hole, you're doing it for the animals, not for you. I have to remind some vegan people about that from time to time. It's not about you, it's about the animals. So the best way to do that is not to get people on some kind of negative trip about veganism because you were super judgmental to them for not being vegan. You just need to have understanding and compassion. Remember, except for a handful of people, most of us were not vegan for our whole lives, right? We realized it later on after some amount of time. For me, over 4 decades of living on this earth before I went vegan. All right, Angie's going to head out, probably watch her new drama dating show thing. So enjoy that, Angie. All right, so anyway, where's Fu Man going, Bob? Did you tell Fu Man he's going somewhere? Hope not to hell or something like that. Producer on Pills, how you going? You remember when you first found our channel, you had like all homemade cooking. Seems like we incorporate a lot of more restaurant food. We probably went to fewer restaurants then. We still cook as much as home. Like let's put it like this, Produce Not Pills. Let's say back then we ate 98% of our meals at home. Maybe now we eat 93 or 94, just a few percent. We're not like rich or anything like that. We can't afford to go out and eat restaurant food all the time. But really, when you have a channel that's been around as long as ours, guys, Produce Not Pills, our channel started is over 10 years old. It started in 2013. Imagine if all we showed, besides me yelling at dumb idiot people saying veganism will make you gay and kill you and stuff, if we just showed home food all the time, it'd be kind of boring, right? It's like, yep, I've been watching Angie make home food for 8 years now. We're looking for something new. So no, we eat pretty much at home, pretty close to what we did back in the early days. But yeah, we got a little bit more, but we really don't show that much anymore either, guys. It's just like we don't really make vlogs anymore. But more reason to join the Happy Fam, because next week we plan to take off for a day because there will be some electrical work in the neighborhood. And we'll probably go to Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, something like that. So yeah, when we do that, we'll make a vlog for the Happy Fam. Would you guys like that? You guys still into vlogs, even though we haven't made too many? Let us know, Happy Fam, all you Happy Fam members. Would you be down with Angie and me making a vlog? And we're gonna probably try an experiment here. Instead of using an iPhone, as we've been doing for like a long time, I'm gonna try to, on this little Lumix camera I got here, which is really good for vlogging. What I like about little cameras like this too, it's like, doesn't do that thing that Samsungs and all modern smartphones do, that computational photography, which all these contrasts, brings out all your pores and makes you look even older than you really are. I've seen like young like content creators, like ones that are like, I don't know, look like they're 20, complaining that the iPhone makes them look like they're 30 or something. But anyway, and you could do more photography stuff. You can get things in focus, out of focus. So we messed around with it one time at Disneyland, but we're thinking about trying the whole trip on that and see how that goes. You guys are down with that? All right, cool. You love the vlogs? All right, cool. So we'll experiment on this vlogging camera instead of the iPhone, or maybe mix a little bit between the two or something. Maybe do the shots with us with that and the other shots with the iPhone. I don't know. We'll see how it all works out, but it'll be an experiment. Bob, you're vegan? Really, Bob? Are you sure? Bob Hill says, when I tell people I am vegan, they laugh and pass the bucket of chicken, shaking your head. Bob, what? You're vegan? See, I was talking about how earlier, who was I talking to? One of our people here. I said, I speak in a powerful but non-judgmental way about veganism, which I hope, doesn't put off non-vegans. And I know Bob has been non-vegan for his whole life, and now you're saying you're vegan, Bob? Let me know what's going on, Bob. I remember you said you were eating a plant-based diet in order to drop a bunch of pounds to get to this really low body mass index for some longevity goal you had or something like that. But are you vegan, Bob? Remember, let's look at what veganism is. First of all, we know it's healthy if you do it in a sensible way, which weight loss or fasting is not, or a caloric deficit is not part of a well-planned vegan diet. That's a not well-planned because you're not getting enough nutrients. But here's the definition. So, Bob, are you vegan? Are you eating plants because you are against animal cruelty and exploitation? Or are you doing it because you want to have a very low body mass index and you perceive that by eating plants, you can somehow put yourself in a caloric deficit to achieve your body mass index goal? Let me know, Bob. I'm quite curious what your thing is. What you're doing. Yo, Uncle's here. Peter, how about you? Do a live stream one day straight from Disneyland. If I do, I have to pre-plan it, because when you go to Disneyland now, guys, you're always on your phone. You're checking in, your tickets are on your phone, you're ordering meals on your phone, and the battery just dies, so you got to bring an extra spare battery to recharge from. So if we can remember to do all that, we might do a live stream one day. If we didn't, it'd be like a 10-minute live stream or something like that. Yeah, I wonder if he's just plant-based too, Nick. Let's see. Let's let Bob speak for himself. Let's see if he is a vegan or is he eating plant-based in order to get some kind of weight loss gains. Okay, Bob, so you're not vegan. You've been converted to the green side by all the purported health benefits. Less harm to the animals is an awesome bonus. Well, that's not what veganism is. It doesn't say anything here. Veganism is a philosophy and way of living which provides its adherents plentiful health benefits, including having a body mass index of 20 to 22. No, it didn't say that at all. It's something about animal cruelty. It's all about animal cruelty and exploitation, Bob. So you're eating a vegan diet, but you're not vegan. You're just doing it for health. And yeah, great. Yeah, it's a nice bonus. The animals aren't being harmed. I'm not denying that at all. Yeah, you're doing a plant-based diet. And again, I'm not saying that like it's a dirty thing or you're lower than me or something like that. I'm just bringing clarity to what these definitions actually mean. Veganism is about animals. Why did I go vegan? Not because I wanted to lose weight, because I realized, hey, when my mom was giving me some microwave burger back in the 80s, that's when I tried vegetarianism for the first time. I go, well, this is so lame. Like, animals are such cool things, and now they've been reduced to this little piece of meat that's been packaged up and it's been in a freezer at the supermarket, and now I go stick it in a stupid microwave and I have a meal. And that's what the animal's life amounts to. Some idiot like me microwaving a burger from the supermarket. I found that preposterous. So and then when I saw the Grateful Dead perform locally, and the the Hare Krishnas were serving free vegetarian food, it all came together like, whoa, I can be vegetarian, not harm the animals. But if you want to eat plants for your health, totally cool. A lot of people get into veganism that way. Like people like, say, Rich Roll, who came to veganism to improve their health, and then they learned about the animal cruelty aspects later on, and then became, all right, yeah, they're in it for the animals. So that's totally cool, Bob. I just want to make it clear that you are you're plant-based, and good for you. Awesome. I'm not bagging on you in any way, but you should know very well veganism has more to do, or everything to do, with animals rather than your own personal health. It just so happens that a vegan diet is actually quite good for your health. In fact, it's like I showed you, it's been shown through health organizations from around the world who have reviewed the scientific research in plant-based diets and human health, and yeah, the scientific consensus is that are appropriately planned vegan diets, plant-based diets are nutritionally adequate and healthy for all people. Yeah, Robert, veganism is all about ethics. Losing weight is not about ethics. It's a personal, selfish thing. And selfish doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know? I play guitar for personal, selfish reasons, you know? But ethics, you know, there's nothing ethical about me playing guitar. And veganism is not a selfish, personal thing. You do it for personal reasons, but the personal reasons are not your personal health. It's something external to you. Other sentient beings, chiefly animals, who are exploited for you to microwave later. But yeah, be proud, Bob. All good. It's all about baby steps. Maybe you'll be the next rich roll. You know, you came for the health gains, and then you realize, hey, the health gains are awesome. I'm seeing them. They're cool. And yeah, the more I think about it, I'm speaking as Bob and Rich Roll. Animals aren't having to die for me, and I think that's totally amazing. Yeah, why kill 80 billion animals? Why needlessly slaughter 80 billion animals annually just so you can microwave a burger, you know? Anyway, so good for you, Bob. Awesome. It's all about baby steps, you know, all good. I don't care. Actually, for me, you know, I don't really care why someone's eating plants. You know, even though I make a big deal about the distinctions of the definitions, because I am an intellectual. I believe words have meanings, and we just can't invent new meanings for words. But on a personal level, I really don't care why someone's eating just plants. If they're doing it for their personal health, awesome. If they're doing it because they're against animal cruelty and exploitation, even more awesome. And I believe the latter is better in the sense that's what keeps you eating the plants longer. If you're doing it for personal, selfish reasons, all of a sudden you just might flip a switch. Okay, I was eating plants to lose weight or run a 5K or whatever, and I did it. And all right, I've accomplished that goal. Now I'm going to try something different. I saw Paul Saladino talking about this thing or another where he eats a bunch of meat and he eats a couple sweet potatoes. I'm going to try, you know what I'm saying? You have no moral compass as far as something that's grounding you to it other than the health thing. And you can always think, I'm just going to tweak my health, so I'm going to tweak my diet. You can't tweak veganism. You can't tweak being against you can't tweak, wrong way. You can't tweak being against animal cruelty and exploitation. Either you are against it and you want to do something about it rather than just talk about it, meaning you want to do something about it, like not consume animal products. You're either against animal cruelty and exploitation or you're not. You can't tweak it. Veganism is untweakable. Yeah, Suba Duba, you nailed it, bro. I assume you're a bro. Many people think veganism is a diet, but it's important to remember it's an ethical stance for animals. Exactly. Which includes a plant-based diet as well as rejection of other forms of animal exploitation. Yeah, produce not pills. Exactly. That's why I don't bag on people like Bob who may discover veganism through plant-based diet. Produce not pills said, you're female, right? I finally made the ethical vegan connection through health. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I agree 100%. That's why I don't say plant-based in a dirty way or something like that. It's all cool. Whatever brings you into eating plants and ultimately realizing the ethical connection between what you're eating and the slaughter of animals, if whatever it takes to get you to that realization. Yeah, Heidi says she went for health and stayed for the animals. Yeah, produce not pills, rich roll. It happens. It's a very common thing. You know, whatever brings you here. So if Bob's here because he wants to have a BMI of 20 to 22 because Dr. Greger said something about that. Okay, great. Totally awesome. I'm not going to bag on that, you know. But hopefully, like Dr. Greger, I think he's an ethical vegan. I'm not sure. But anyway, hopefully you'll discover the ethical connection even more so. You already know about it. Hopefully it'll have even more primary role in your motivations and desires to be vegan, because I said ultimately that's what's going to keep you vegan. If it's just about some health tweak, you can, like I said, have the desire to do a different tweak which doesn't involve eating just plants, you know. So anyway, you don't agree with vegan ethics. What is wrong with vegan ethics, Bob? What is so wrong about having a firm stance against animal cruelty and exploitation? But, you know, if you really think, you know, animal cruelty and exploitation are okay, then that's why we have these distinctions in vocabulary between plant-based and vegan, because plant-based allows for that possibility, the very real possibility that for whatever reasons you're eating all plants, but you don't have that ethical connection to animal cruelty and exploitation. So in theory, you could be plant-based and still go out and hunt big game every weekend. You know, you can still have your cattle ranch business that you make money off of. You know, you could do all these things that vegans would have would pretty much not be able to do because of their ethical stances against animal cruelty and exploitation. So yeah, you can be a plant-based hunter if you want to. I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying logically that is allowed by the definitions of these words. You can be a plant-based hunter. Can't be a vegan hunter though. That's logically impossible. AJ, thank you for the cult dues. Thank you, AJ. Our number one patron, by the way, is AJ Vintage. Thank you so much for the weekly cult dues. Hey, you're cult leader. He's got to raise some money. Just kidding. I need to buy a new spaceship. No, anyway, I got to buy a Mercedes Benz. Nope. Just kidding. Don't. I'm totally fine with my Prius Prime plug-in hybrid. Anyway. Speaking of motivation, Pooh, what are you saying? Motivation. What is his motivation other than to troll in a manner that some assume he is not? That could be it, Pooh. I did consider that possibility. I cannot lie. I'm just being cool right now, assuming he's telling the truth, but I have no way to fact check that, obviously. Yeah, Subadoob, I'm with you too. I support lab-grown meat if it means non-vegans are going to eat that instead of meat that came from killing animals and exploiting animals. Totally cool. But yeah, not going to eat it. I have no plans, but I hope others do. Flatliner Montgomery, I think that's right, huh? Before the word vegan was widely known, fully plant-based eaters called themselves. I've heard the term strict vegetarian. Ever see that sometimes in the press? I even see that now when they talk about like something bad. Like I think the last time I saw that was when some like crazy, literally, I'm not saying this in a negative way, literally like a crazy raw family killed their baby on a raw diet, and the press described them as strict vegetarians. Like, no, they were like raw vegans, you know? Anyway, back to our regular scheduled programming here. Produce on pills. When we went to the Indian restaurant, I got, not the Indian restaurant, the Indian supermarket yesterday. Yeah, I got a bunch of spicy stuff. Spicy curry powder, a couple spicy snacks and stuff. Yeah, totally. But I don't eat super spicy stuff all that often. Probably because, you know, Angie's, her stomach's not totally into spicy foods as she's getting older. So yeah, we just typically don't order the spiciest stuff when we go out. Typically, you know, because that way we can share the food easier, share our meals. Fritz, I've read some articles on how lab-grown meat is produced, and there's at least two ways. There could be more, but there's one way that involves taking serum from an animal, and one that doesn't. So I'm not sure where they're at now as far as like the lab-grown meats that are commercially available or about to become available, which method they come from. I haven't researched it because I really don't care. It's not going to affect me, but it'd be interesting to see where things are now as far as that, which technology is winning out. AJ Vintage, what is Masaman curry last night? Love vegan Indian food. Yeah, Indian food's so great to be vegan. Yeah, I mean, to be veganized, you just have to watch out for the ghee, the cheese. But, you know, if you make it at home, you don't have to worry about that. If you go to a restaurant, often you could ask them what's, you know, not to put ghee in, or sometimes they even have a little vegan section of their menu. So anyway, the Kwane's back. You want to ask some more questions tonight? Wow, what do you want? Is having kids not vegan? Well, let's look at the definition, Kwane, of the definition of veganism. It's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable. It doesn't say we're going to be perfect human beings of any kind. As far as possible and practical, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. So, why should vegans not make babies if they don't want to? Yeah, sure. If you want to be a zero waste, zero harm person, then you just shouldn't exist, right? Because just by being alive, you need to consume calories, you need to go places, and energy is involved, and blah, blah. Yeah, we're not talking about perfection. We're talking about as far as possible and practicable. So if you added to the definition of veganism that, oh, and by the way, you can never have children, who in the hell's going to ever sign up for veganism? Except for people that are anti-kids. What are those called? I forgot. Anyway, but that's not the point. The point is, it would make us look like a bunch of weirdos. Like, oh, veganism means you can never have kids. So no, veganism has nothing to do if you have kids or not. As far as possible and practicable, if meat eaters can have all the kids they want, vegans should be able to have kids too. Veganism has nothing to do with producing the least amount of harm or anything like that. Vegans should be able to live as normal life as possible. The only thing we have to do differently is check the ingredients when we go to the supermarket, maybe ask a few questions at the restaurant. Other than that, we should be able to do everything. We should be able to have computers and iPads and phones, which may not be perfect for the environment. We may have cars, even like 8 mile per gallon trucks and SUVs and stuff. We can have that if we want. That's not what veganism is about. It's not about perfection, zero harm, zero waste, and zero emission and all that stuff. Once again, you're confusing veganism with ecological issues, ecology issues. Veganism is very clear about what it is and what it's not. It is about animal cruelty and exploitation, being against those things, and doing something about it by eating a diet consisting of plants. It doesn't mean we're perfect people with zero waste, zero pollution, or anything like that. So no, vegans can have kids. If you think vegans shouldn't have kids, veganism will fail instantly, because who will ever join? They'll say you're weird. I have kids and I want to have more kids. Screw you guys. I'm going to go join some other movement then, or do some other thing. So anyway, thanks for playing, Kwane. All right, what did I miss there? Hey, yo, uncle, you saw my ding. Okay, antinatalism. That's the word. I was saying, unless you're one of those, then maybe veganism, as defined by the Kwane, would sound amazing to you. But for the other 99.9% of the planet who's not into that, we're going to sound like a bunch of weirdos. And I would not endorse any tweak to this definition of veganism to add to it that, and by the way, you can't have children. No, 100% not. Well, I just discussed it there, VLAM, a little bit, how that's not what veganism is, antinatalism, not what veganism is. And if someone thinks that is what veganism is, well, they're going to have to redefine veganism in an extremely radical way to incorporate those beliefs into these beliefs. So anyway, oh, Heidi, thanks for giving me some coffee updates here now that I'm becoming a little bit of a coffee person. I look forward to tomorrow. We're going to have a nice, sunny, warmish day tomorrow, finally. I'm looking forward to a nice coffee walk tomorrow. So you're saying, Heidi, that Starbucks has a new oat milk matcha latte with dairy lavender? Wait, what's that? Cold foam? Well, wouldn't that be an oat? Lavender, cold, I don't know. Tell me what's going on there. I don't understand. Bob Hill, what's that? All true vegans would be eating a lab-grown carnivore diet? What the hell are you talking about there, Bob? Wait, let me just slow you down, Bob. All true vegans would be eating a lab-grown carnivore diet. What the fuck are you talking about there, Bob? Let's look at the definition again. A way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. It doesn't say we're perfect beings again. Here you're trying to like define veganism as like some kind of zero harm, nothing bad ever happens. No, as far as possible and practicable. So if the truck showing up to farmer's market or Whole Foods or wherever you shop at ran over a rat on the way there, it's not like I'm not vegan anymore, because that truck has not only produce, it also has like cheese and dairy on there too. It's just how food is produced. I'm sure if you had a truck delivering lab-grown carnivore meat, whatever, to the market, that truck too would run over a rat and a rodent and a cockroach and whatever, you know? So nothing is perfect. We live in an imperfect world, and to demand that vegans must be these perfect beings. No, we're just regular, simple people like every freaking other human being on this planet. We're not special saints or anything like that. We're just people who don't want to consume animal products, not because we're trying to be perfect, but because we understand that killing animals is a needless thing. We can just eat the plants instead. Yeah, sure, maybe there's some animals killed in the production of plants. There are, but guess what? More plants are fed to animals rather than to humans. So you can't blame that on humans, let alone vegans, which make up like less than 2% of the population. It's a problem with food production. But nowhere in there to say vegans are perfect and anything we consume can't have any connection to any kind of accidental harm. No, we're against the intentional harm. That's the distinction you don't understand, Bob. Accidental versus intentional. We understand accidents can and will happen. It's like people die. Like the truck going to Whole Foods, it could have gotten a car accident and killed a guy and a family. Does it mean I should never go to the supermarket again or something like that? You know, it doesn't mean that. We're not about perfection. We can't avoid accidents and accidental harm, but we sure as hell can avoid paying people to raise animals, breed them to existence so they can make a profit by slaughtering them and sending their bodies to supermarkets and restaurants. That's intentional crap we can avoid. Hey, if one of those trucks ran over a bug or a rat, can't avoid that, but we can avoid the intentional practices that keep an industry of animal cruelty alive and profitable. That's the difference. What do you mean a better alternative, Bob? Veganism doesn't say we're looking for the most optimal. You're like these people that have they're looking for better. Like, look, this is what veganism is. We're against animal cruelty and exploitation. We're doing an awesome job at not harming animals. We're by not causing animals to be bred into existence for us and to be slaughtered. I mean, how come we have to be held to this super high standard? And by the way, if you're against animal cruelty and exploitation, as we are, when you see animals being harmed, understand when you see a steak at the market, when you have to go past the meat aisle, God forbid, you know what happened to that animal. So the sight of meat is repulsive. It's absolutely disgusting. Real meat is disgusting. Yeah, if I eat a vegan burger made out of mung bean or something like that, or soy, whatever, yeah, I'm not disgusted. But a real burger, if I see someone eating a piece of chicken next to me at a concert or something like that, I'm gross. I want to barf and maybe even punch them or something like that. Or at Disneyland, I just go, what sick people eating all these animals? But why would I want to eat that, Bob? Even if it came from lab-grown methods. Like I said in my last video, when I see meat, I feel like the same thing when I see poop. I want to barf. I feel disgusted. So no, eating some food that is deep-seated in my brain, disgusting, repulsive, gross crap. Why were you're trying to force me to eat that? What can I eat when I can eat all these delicious plants? Again, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not about trying to achieve perfection. The definition of veganism has nothing to do with perfection. Just do the best you can. Don't consume animal products. Eat a diet fully of plants. That's all you need to do to be vegan. If you're eating plants because you find animal cruelty and exploitation wrong, that's what I'm concerned. I'm not trying to be the best human I could possibly be. That's a whole nother lifestyle design thing. I don't know what that is. It's probably called veganism plus zero waste, zero harm. You're adding different concepts, different philosophies onto this already sort of complicated idea of veganism philosophy here. But anyway, if that's what you want to do, Bob, totally cool. If that's the path that you want to go down, if you want to be the perfect human being, good for you, Bob. I will send you a little trophy for Bob, the perfect human being who causes the least amount of harm. And I see these people come often into my comments. I call them least amount of harmitarians. They claim they're looking to achieve the least amount of harm, yet they keep on eating animal products, which we know causes great amounts of harm. And we know that the plants that are fed to animals also cause harm because, the accidental harm in there, and they're eating the plants. I'm sorry, animals are eating more plants than human beings. But that's your thing, Bob. If you want to be this harm reductionitarianism, cool. But that's not what veganism is. It's so simple. It's so freaking simple. Just don't eat animal products because animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. I don't know how many more times I got to say that. Yeah, VLM, 100%. I can try to convince someone like Bob that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong till I'm blue in the face, as I kind of am right now. But you can't convince someone who refuses to be convinced. 100%. What's that saying I saw recently? You can't use logic to convince someone of something who, didn't use logic to arrive at their position in the first place, So it's that kind of thing. Yeah, Peter's, that's like a Joe Rogan thing. Yeah, Joe doesn't think being vegan is great because we still kill mice and rats. And guess what? So does he, but he uses that, well, screw that. Since vegans can harm animals, well, really, more animals are being harmed because of people like Joe, because, plants are being fed in more quantities to animals. Anyway, just use that as a justification to go hunting. But it's Robert. It's all about ethics. Veganism is all about ethics. If you don't have an ethical conviction like Bob, then you're plant-based. Totally cool. But please don't try to tell us we should do something else, Bob. We're vegans, and that's what we are. We're not vegan plus zero harm plus harm reductionitarians or something like that. That's a whole nother weird thing that usually anti-vegans bring up. The donut controversy, I don't know about the donut Oh, the Dunkin'. I haven't seen Zombie's video yet, so maybe I will have seen it by next week. You can ask me then. Nancy, yeah, exactly. It's the Nirvana fallacy. It has nothing to do with Kurt Cobain or Gen X or anything like that. The Nirvana fallacy is really simple. It's when you have a problem. In this case, our problem is 80 billion animals being needlessly slaughtered annually, animal cruelty and exploitation. That's the problem. And the solution to that is veganism. But you have people like Bob who say, hey, that solution isn't perfect because when farmers are harvesting your soy, most soy is going to feed your cows, and when farmers are harvesting your corn, most of that corn is going again to animals. Very little of it goes to humans, let alone vegans, or like a tiny fraction of a percent. But anyway, they're saying, hey, the solution isn't perfect because still some harm is being caused, accidental harm, and they try to confuse the issue. Accidental harm is the same as intentional slaughter. It's not. But anyway, they're saying, because your solution isn't perfect, your solution sucks, and let's just chuck it and go back to killing everything we want. So that's the Nirvana fallacy. Dismissing a very good solution to a problem because it's not perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect in this world. If you're looking for perfection, it's not going to happen in this plane of existence here. Unless you're doing something like, say, geometry or something like that, then you can look at perfect shapes and perfect logic or something like that. But it doesn't happen in the real world. Thanks, Nancy. So anyway, yeah, Bob. No one's here to agree with you. So if you want to argue that you're better than us because you do something that you perceive causes less harm, good for you, Bob. But don't use that as a platform to stand above and look down on us. Say, look at Ryan, happy, healthy vegan, and all his happy fam and everyone. They're lower than me because I'm doing something that I think is better and more moral and whatever. Just don't do that. I don't do that shit to you, Bob. I don't stand on some kind of moral high horse, and I don't expect anyone to do that shit to me. So just stop it if that's what you're trying to do. Let's see, Nikki, let's change the subject. We're moving on from plant-based versus vegan, and is vegan better than this? Is Tarzan stronger than Thor or whatever? We're going to move on from these like interminable discussions and move on to like Nikki. Anyone have an opinion on taking vegan omega supplement for health benefits? I don't think any of my supplements have omega stuff in it, but I do take some ground flaxseed. I put some ground flaxseed. I think it's Bob's Red Mill. And I heard Bob passed away and left most of his company to his employees. Good for Bob. I like that kind of capitalism. But anyway, yeah, I put some ground flaxseed into my smoothies. So that's my main source right now of omega-3s. AJ, you think Tarzan is stronger than Thor, huh? That's where you're going to weigh in on this one, huh? Yeah, see, this is totally pointless, like, debates about things like that. Let's see. So Heidi suggests, ground flaxseed and Nordic Naturals Omega Algae. Thanks for a very specific recommendation there, because I don't have a specific recommendation because I don't got one. Yeah, rest in peace, Bob from Bob's Red Mill. Yeah, Thor apparently does have a hammer, Fritz. Hello, Fritz, if I haven't said hi to you tonight. Let's see. Peter says probably the best vegan company out there is Tofurky. They literally have like an entire 100% vegan factory, and all their factories are run by solar panels, and they donate most of their money to animals. Well, I didn't know Tofurky was like so ecological and generous with donating their profits. Hulk versus Thor was a classic. Was that even a real thing? I don't even know anything about superheroes. I'm pretty not into that realm of stuff. The Quantity thinks Thor would obliterate Tarzan without his hammer. Like, you're saying Thor's so strong he doesn't even need his hammer. He would beat up Tarzan even without having the hammer for clobbering Tarzan. Well, how about Flash Gordon? Let's get Flash Gordon. Could Thor take on Flash Gordon? If you guys know who Flash Gordon is. I'm just throwing weird old-time superheroes out here. Ewan Fernandez, am I worried about the vitamin A conversion rates in plants? Tell me more about vitamin A conversion rates in plants. Let me just Google that and see what it says. I'm trying to copy your comment there. All right, let me see what I can find about that. I mean, last time I checked, I'm not deficient in anything. Hang on one second. Copy, paste, bam. Okay, I guess what I want to know are vegans vitamin A deficient? Are we at like higher risk or something? Let's see. Well, let me go to the Vegan Society here and see if we got a vitamin A in the multivitamin there I've been taking lately. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Let's see. No, there's no A in there. Oh, well, if you are concerned about that, there are these things called supplements. I've seen if the multivitamin that I've been taking for a while has it. Actually, I switched to a new supplement on Amazon. Gosh, I don't remember what it is right now. Let me look really quick. I can see my past orders. 1 second here, guys. Orders. Let me look for vitamins.
Thanks for the tip.
Well, I got a tip. Oh, let me take a look. I'm being a bad host right now, doing all this Googling right now. Let's see. Oh, it's not in there. I guess maybe supplement? I can't find my supplement. God dang it. I'm curious now if there's some vitamin A there, because I guess got a different one on Amazon. It had like way more nutrients in it too than the Vegan Society one. So I'm kind of curious now what my vitamin A situation is, but unfortunately I am not finding it right now on Amazon. Anyway, I got a tip right there. Vegan Metalhead. Batman would kill every superhero according to Bat Metal. Thanks for that. Okay, so VLAM's answering back that, yeah, less bioavailable, yes, but the important thing is plant foods sufficient. Let me go back to our vegans like somehow at risk of vitamin A deficiency. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing anything about vegans at higher risk of it, but it's a nutrient to be concerned about. Yeah, B12 is the big one that's not in our diet. But yeah, if you just want to take a supplement, as most people do, you got to remember, supplements weren't invented for vegans or anything like that. The multi-billion-dollar supplement industry exists to primarily serve non-vegans. So if non-vegans have the right, the luxury to take a supplement for whatever needs they may have, vegans do as well. So yeah, if you're concerned about that, if your doctor told you, hey, your vitamin A is kind of low, yeah, take a supplement. I don't think I've taken any vitamin A supplements really over the years, unless I said there's one in this new multivitamin that I'm not finding right now on Amazon. Let me just look one more time really quickly. I'm really curious. I go back to Amazon. I'm really curious now. So we just got one not that long ago. Oh, there it is. Oh, multivitamin. Ah, okay. Let's see what's in it. Vitamin, yeah, it's got 390 micrograms of vitamin A. So yeah, I'll just keep sticking with this one then. So anyway, let me get back to the live stream. Yeah, so vitamin didn't work in my search, supplement didn't work. I needed to type in multivitamin. Yeah, just take a vegan multivitamin that has, not made for vegans, but one that's vegan friendly. It doesn't have any animal products in it. And yeah, just get one that's got vitamin A if that's your issue. That combined with what you're getting through your diet, you know, not a medical doctor, but you should be good unless you're doing something really weird. All right, so I'm sorry, I probably missed a lot of your guys' questions right then. So let me get back to the live stream here. So let's see, what were you guys asking then? My bad. So if you felt like I was ignoring you guys then, just ask again. I will take a look. Hey, Joyce's voice, how are you? Bob, I told you we're moving on. If you want to be this thing plant-based, but you somehow care, but you're not vegan. It's just so weird. You're plant-based. You're not into animal cruelty and exploitation. You think it's a nice side benefit of eating plant-based. But if you want to do this weird thing where you're plant-based plus some kind of weird eco harm reductionitarianism, cool. Awesome. You do you, Bob, if that's your thing. It's not vegan. If it sounds decently cool, keep doing you. But don't come here and argue with all my people here in the chat about what you're doing and how it's somehow better than veganism. Okay, Bob? Please, I'm telling you now, stop it. You come every week, you try to become the main character, and you kind of are successful at that every week. And I'm just going to stop it right now, right? Next week, you're going to see me wearing a no Bob shirt, okay? So don't get me to that point. So just stop it, Bob. Stop fighting with people. Stop trying to argue that you're plant-based plus zero harm plus harm reductionitarianism thing is somehow better than veganism, because we're not buying it, all right? I thought you were done with that like 10 minutes ago, and I still see people fighting with you. All right, so anyway, let's move on and answer other people's questions. Vet Ant wants to know, do I ever kill animals such as ants, especially ants? Well, I don't intentionally kill them, Vet Ant, but I can't guarantee that when I walk, I don't step on an ant sometimes. I don't know. It's not anything to debunk veganism for, because, oops, wrong, yikes. Let me go back to the vegan society here, because veganism is not about perfection or zero harm. That if you think veganism is zero harm, you're thinking of another thing, a religion called like Jainism or something like that. Veganism is a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So yeah, if you step on an ant, you're still vegan. You're doing as far as possible and practical to avoid all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. So I'm not exploiting an ant, just an accident. Just like if your grocery store truck runs over, it's bringing produce for you to buy, your bananas and potatoes, and it runs over a rat or something, you're still vegan. There's going to be accidental harm in the world. Your grocery truck could run over a human being too. You're still vegan. There's going to be accidents in the world. Accidents don't debunk veganism or something like that. Accidents are just normal, unfortunate facts about this world we live in. Maybe when we all go to heaven with Bob, there'll be no accidents there. But right now on this planet, this ethereal or non-ethereal plane of existence, there's accidents. Sad to say. Anyway, hey guys, I see you still talking to Bob there about lab-grown meat. No, please don't further engage Bob on the lab-grown meat thing. Let's just move on, okay? So yeah, don't give Bob any more excuse. Bob, don't take the bait. No one please engage Bob anymore about lab-grown meat. He's already taken up way too much of your time and my time and our time, because it is our time here, and everyone should get a fair amount of me seeing you and talking to you guys. So yeah, Bob has a tendency to try to become the main character and try to monopolize that a bit more than he should. And he's being cool now, and I'm giving you kudos for that, Bob. So yeah, please don't keep engaging him. Uncle, what is the supplement I got from England? It's from the Vegan Society. Let me show you guys one more time. Let's see, Vegan Society right here. When you click it, it automatically goes to the baby toddler one. Maybe because that's not the one I'm getting though. I get the adult one, like say one of these 180 tablets here, and I'll show you the what's in it. You got vitamin B12, D3, iodine, selenium, B2, B6, and folic acid. If you live in the United Kingdom, it's cheap because these are really cheap, but the shipping can kind of get you here in the United States. So that's why I would order like 2 of these to make, like when you order 1 versus 2, the shipping's pretty much the same. So the shipping cost is kind of fixed. So I would get 2 of them. Anyway, let me paste a link to you. For you, if you would like to get one of these. I get no kickback, but I think it's a good low-priced vitamin. We've calculated it's like 10 cents a day or something like that, not counting postage. So for these people think, oh, you're taking all these fancy pants supplements. Someone actually called my supplements fancy pants. I go, 10 cents a day is fancy? Really? Anyway. Yeah, there's no excuse. Anyone can afford 10 cents a day. I mean, virtually anyone that's watching this live stream could afford a supplement that's 10 cents a day. If that's what's stopping you from being vegan because you're concerned about some nutrients, then you should. These are the ones that you need to be concerned about, and this will just take all of that fear right away. But still, go to a doctor, get a blood test, make sure everything's cool. Don't assume you're absorbing all the stuff in the supplement perfectly. That could be a problem for anyone, vegan or non-vegan. So anyway, what's that, Verdant? I don't know what you're saying, Verdant. Some people in India are vegan. I know there's tons, like millions of vegetarians in India, and I'm sure some are vegan. Yeah, they don't say everyone and show off. Why are you saying? I don't understand that question whatsoever. So if you want to rephrase it, re-ask it, go for it. Anyway, Mongolian tofu. I don't believe I've had Mongolian tofu before. And Peter, yes, the definition of veganism. Let's look at it again. Oh, that's their supplement, the Vegan Society's supplement. But their definition of veganism, which I think is a perfectly fine working definition of veganism. I mean, not to say it's the only one you can use, but it's a perfectly fine one. It covers the essence of what veganism is. It's not about health. It's not about ecology. It's about animal cruelty and exploitation. Acknowledgement of animals to not just be products that we treat just like paper towels or plastic or something like that. They're living sentient beings and should be treated accordingly. So anyway, VLamb's Disney question. Where is V's Disney question? Let me try to scroll up and find her Disney question. Let's make the next hour a Bob-free zone. Let's do that. Let's make the next hour a Bob-free zone. You got that, Bob? No more fighting with Samuel or anyone. Let's just move on. And if Bob, you can participate, Bob, as long as it's not engaging people in a way that you're like fighting with them, like you've been doing all night so far, Bob. Okay? So if you want to participate in a non-confrontational way, you have been already. I mean, you're on here fighting people, and it's cool. But anyway, my point is, now you're going to switch gears and be more chill, okay? Less confrontational. All right, anyway, thanks, V, there you are. Which my fave Disney movie? Yeah, Mary Poppins is amazing. I love Mary Poppins, the original one, you know, Julie Andrews, Dick Van Dyke. That movie is amazing, especially, that scene where they're dancing with the animated animals. Walt Disney, I don't know what kind of drugs he was thinking, but those are good ones. He came up with some brilliant ideas for that movie. It's awesome. For recent movies, let's see. I remember I loved Coco. And what's that one about the jazz musician, African-American jazz musician who died and he wanted to go back from heaven or whatever, back down to what's the name of that one? Up, I think it's called. That one I remember really digging that one too. But yeah, I like all those old classic ones too, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, you know, that kind of era with his classic animators. It's Soul. Thank you guys. Up. Soul. Yes. Soul. Thank you. I can't remember everything. Veganism debunked. Ryan can't remember the names of Disney movies. But anyway, yeah, Soul. I remember Angie and I really loving Soul as well. You know, and as far as like a movie, like a non-animation movie, I really like Saving Mr. Banks, the story behind Mary Poppins. Not a documentary, it's a movie. You know, Tom Hanks played Walt Disney brilliantly. Jason Schwartz played one of the Sherman brothers, the guys that wrote all the classic songs like Small World, and did the music for Mary Poppins. I thought that was a great movie too, as far as a non-animated movie. I don't know, Peter. Yeah, I didn't get any racist vibe from Mary Poppins. If some people see that, you know, I don't know what to say. I didn't see the soot as any kind of blackface thing. Yeah, Up is the house that's on the balloons. That's not like the only thing, but that's one of the classic images, you know, icon of that movie is the house on balloons. But I like the jazz musician guy. I like the jazz he's playing. They picked some really good music, whoever was supervising the music. Oh, I saw it was that guy from the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. I forgot his name. The guy that plays piano on the show. He was behind the music there. I didn't know he was such a great. I know he's a great musician. I didn't know exactly how good he was, and I feel bad I forgot his name right now. But Veganism debunked. Ryan can't remember people's names. Luca. I don't remember Luca. It's called Soul, AJ. It's not Up. It's called Soul. So yeah, if you have Disney Plus or whatever, I highly recommend that. I really, really doubt you would not like that one. And Fantasia and We. That's a good combo too, Robert. I have to admit, I've done that 1-2 punch before, at least once in life. John Baptiste, thank you. And I agree, VLAM, he is a musical genius. Once I saw what he did behind the scenes for the music on Soul, yeah, guy's brilliant. I go, wow, the piano on what I was hearing when they like they had the animation, but they had real musicians playing the music, and I go, wow, it sounded like my favorite pianist of all time. I go, wow, did they get McCoy Tyner? I know he's still alive and plays some shows in New York. He's from the John Coltrane trio or quartet. I forget what it is now. And from John Coltrane's band. My favorite, probably pianist of all time. And I go, wow, the piano sounds a lot like McCoy Tyner. And no, it's John Baptiste. So, to make me think you sound like McCoy Tyner really says a lot. Anyway, what's that, Fu Man? Your work is done. I tried to warn everyone. Luke is on the second floor, Ryan. But I guess, what are you talking about there? Yeah, Suba Duba. Yeah, Pixar movies can kind of go. They're not like from the golden era of pre-Disney acquiring Pixar. But yeah, I think Soul was one of their better, more recent Pixar movies. And also another one I like a lot, guys. Pixar. I think Pixar is as good as any of the old canon, movies of old pre-Disney acquisition Pixar. Was Emotional Whirlwind, Inside Out. That's it, Inside Out, Emotional Whirlwind. That movie. Have you guys seen that one? That one is amazing too. And there's gonna be a part 2 coming out later this year. But let me know if you've seen Inside Out. It's and if you agree, that's a really above par Pixar movie. It's not about a superhero or anything like that. It's about a young girl who had to move across the country, and it shows like the inner workings of her brain or mind to how she's dealing with all emotional trauma and upheaval of moving. Yeah, Inside Out. You saw that one too, Sue. But yeah, if you haven't seen Inside Out, Angie and I love that one. We both agree. Inside Out and Soul are amazing. I think I liked let's see. Coco a lot more than Angie did. She didn't hate Coco, but I loved Coco. But yeah, and we both agree. Mary Poppins, yes, like she bought it for me. She bought me the DVD for my birthday, so I have Mary Poppins here forever. And what's cool about it, I got a download from Apple, so I could watch it anytime, any place, any device. Nikki, as a therapist, you love Inside Out. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Inside Out is a great, touching movie. Or whatever you want to call it, animated movie. The one that had Bill Murray in it? I don't know which one that is. I know what Ratatouille is. Don't worry, be happy. I can't say I've seen it before though. Hey, Redlocks, how's it going? Yeah, that's it, Nancy. That's what happened to me too. At the end of the movie, when Abuelita sings, yeah, I cried. I was going, this movie's so touching. I was like bawling my head off when I saw it for the one and only, my first time. I go, wow, it was so powerful. Oh, I'm still kind of feeling it right now. Anyway, no, Peter, I never watched the Oscars. It's funny, when I used to live in Los Angeles, not too far from Hollywood, I remember, it's really, when I lived out there, I'm surrounded by tons of people who work in the biz, the film industry, and it's quiet that night because LA is busy and crazy, and it's really quiet that night. I would go do my grocery shopping or go out to a restaurant or something like that because it's chill. It's like the Super Bowl's happening, like everyone's at home watching something on TV, and I say, screw it, I'm gonna go out and have some fun and not have a big crowd where I go. So yeah. I'm not going to watch it. I'll maybe learn later on after the fact what won, or something like that. But no, I don't really follow stuff like that. Not to say I don't, respect award shows or anything. They just don't interest me. Kind of like basketball, March Madness. It's cool, but I don't ever watch it. Not that I think it's bad or anything. It just doesn't interest me. It's like I didn't watch the Super Bowl. It doesn't interest me. A lot of things don't interest me, I guess. Oh, I never heard of Song of the Sea. Super good Irish animation movie. Beautiful and tender. Is that a Disney movie? Or is it just a good Irish movie there. Let's see, VLAM. You greatly appreciated Inside Out on an intellectual level, but you weren't too moved emotionally. I think I liked it on both those levels, actually, V. And, you know, one thing I really like about that movie is I love the character Bing Bong. I think Bing Bong is freaking awesome. You know, he's kind of like Man Bear Pig from South Park. You know, he's like half dolphin, half cat, and half elephant. You know, or they don't say half, but it kind of reminds me of that. He's just like part elephant, part... But all those three animals I just mentioned there, I think he's totally amazing. I like his old school, like 30s, 40s actor vibe. Bing Bong is, for me, what makes Inside Out. And I really hope he's going to make it onto the follow-up movie. Because I'll be bummed. I got to admit, Bing Bong is by far my favorite character in it. Every time we go on the ride at Disneyland, the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind ride, I always go to the Bing Bong cart because I like to ride in the Bing Bong. You know, it's really cool. So anyway, well, Peter, Bing Bong died in the movie, but remember, Bing Bong is just a creation in that girl's, I forgot her name, the protagonist, and her imagination. So she could, in theory, resurrect Bing Bong. You know, he wasn't a physical flesh and blood creature. He existed only in imagination, you know. So I'm holding space for Bing Bong to come back because, you know, she just could remember Bing Bong again. All someone has to do is like one of her parents say, hey, remember Bing Bong? And she'll go, oh yeah, I remember Bing Bong, you know? So he's not like thrown away from her memory. That's how I've rationalized Bing Bong. He totally can come back. There's nothing logically preventing that. Wow, I see VLAM. You've been a member for 21 months when you left that comment about Mary Poppins, huh? Let's see. Veggie, cool seeing I'm still vegan. Yep, I still am against animal cruelty and exploitation. Yeah, that's I don't see that changing anytime soon, to be honest with you. I don't think you're going to see me making a video one day, why I'm no longer vegan, you know? I really can't see that happening. Just like I can't see, like, Joey Carbstrong making that video. Like, guys, yeah, you know, I've been a vegan activist all these years, but, you know, I needed to stop being vegan because I was feeling a little weird in my digestion, you know, so I thought I'd eat some eggs. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. Anyway... Flatlander's trying to make some comments. Let me see if I can find Flatlander. Flatlander, do you have a question for me, Flatlander? I see people saying I should see what you're saying. You're making some odd comments. So if you have a question for me about veganism, go for it. Why I'm no longer vegan would be a good headstone? Oh gosh. Okay, let's kind of I've seen you guys in the chat discussing antinatalism, and I told you to stop it because I didn't want it to go on with Bob, and Bob has respected my desires there and not engaged in it as far as I could tell. But let's just kind of end the discussion on antinatalism. That's really not what veganism is. I know we talk about things that are not vegan, but I really don't want to get into it. You know, if you don't want to have kids, my position is, hey, if you don't want to have kids, awesome. You know, there's many benefits to not having kids, both personal, financial, professional, ecological, all that stuff. You know, there's benefits. But if you want to have kids too, I'm not going to stop you. Veganism is not some kind of movement where you can't have kids. Imagine, again, if we looked at the definition of veganism and it said, oh, and by the way, you can never have kids. No one's going to join. Veganism will die gradually or quickly once they figure out, oh, well, screw you guys. I'm not going to become vegan if that means I can't have kids. You know, I want to have a kid. No, who did that, V? The why I'm no longer carnivore video? So is that a thing now? Carnivores are making why I'm no longer carnivore videos? Do those get good views like the why I'm no longer vegan videos? Oh, the chat number. I see 70 now. What is 69? I guess that's a common number. Kind of fluctuate between that 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that. Okay, Flatlander. No, I know you're usually a regular here. I actually wasn't reading. I didn't really notice anything you said, Flatlander Montgomery. I just want you guys to stop fighting about antinatalism, okay? I mean, it's great that you guys are passionate about things, and I respect that, you know? But let's just kind of keep it kind of chill tonight. I don't want to see too much more inter-fighting amongst us here, if you can understand. I just want it to be chill. Again, I'm not trying to, like, stop your expression of your beliefs. I think you guys have had plenty of times that I'm saying to discuss this amongst each other. And I'm just respectfully asking, let's just kind of cut it off now and refocus on something else. I think you guys explored that as far as you're going to get tonight, and, you know, as far as convincing the others to your point of view. So anyway, Frank Tufano says carnivore destroyed his liver. He says anything. It's really, he's one of those guys that has cried wolf way too many times that you really can't believe anything he says. I actually am skeptical of that claim, as much as I dislike, I shouldn't say Frank, but carnivore diet. I don't know if it destroys your liver. I know it shoots your LDL cholesterol up and has other bad health effects. Does it kill your liver? I don't know. I don't think it does. I would be a little skeptical of that, but, you know, ask a medical doctor if that's something that can happen. Is there like a biological plausibility to that claim? Because I don't know. It was sad to see. What was sad to see? To see him change his way of eating? Why is that bad? If he's carnivore, I would love to see a change of a way of eating to something that's less carnivorous. Okay, thanks for checking it out, Peter. It's about 5 videos over multiple years. I'm surprised there's so few. I see all those people on Carnivore Cringe talking about all these horrible things happening to them. They must be making a video once in a while. Oh, okay, you sent that to me on Instagram? Thank you so much. Did you send it to Happy Healthy Vegan or Ryan Lum Rocks? That's mine. Let me get you my Instagram here. If you send it to that one, if you send it to the other one, it'll go to Angie. And Angie's not gonna, you know, do a video like that. So here is my Instagram. Let me paste it down here for y'all. My IG. Alright, I just sent my IG down in the chat. So follow me if you're not already. I don't post all that often. So, you know, it's cool. I don't mind sharing it. It's a public account, but I don't promote it really. This is like my biggest promotion I've done on it for like a year maybe. So, yeah, check it out. Ryan Lum Rocks on Instagram. And if you guys start following me, maybe you'll motivate me to post to it more. Yeah, Yannicki, yeah. We also want vegans to have kids, right? If non-vegans get to produce offspring and produce more of people that have a similar belief system, why can't we couldn't vegans have the same right or luxury to reproduce and produce children that might have similar belief systems? You know, why should we be like not be able to increase our numbers through birth? You know, everyone else can do that. So anyway, Uncle, veganism is more sustainable. In relation to what? Where are you comparing that to, Uncle? Oh, you sent to my personal IG. Thanks, V. Well, that was a chance for me to just shamelessly promote my personal Ryan IG. Yeah, Nikki, I see on Carnivore Cringe, like almost every day they put up people's cholesterol from their blood work, and it's crazy. Like good ones that aren't on like about to die. Yeah, they see them in the 200s for their LDL, and that's really high. Yeah, you should be under 100. Mine flirts with 100 basically, and I see people in the upper 300s and stuff. Like, whoa! I mean, their doctors must be freaking out. They just say, "I'm on carnivore. Cholesterol is a myth," and you know, all right, go believe that the Earth's flat too. Cool, you guys follow my IG. Well, I'll post for you more, AJ. I promise. I'll post more stuff. I've been pretty slack on the IG lately. Veggie, your computer says it has used 98% of its physical memory. Is it broken? You just got it? It depends. How much memory does your computer have, and how many apps do you have open? Yeah, Peter, there's many people out there, grifters, who need to resort to conspiracy theories about cholesterol and big pharma and all this crap to so people won't be afraid to do carnivore diets and stuff like that, you know. But it's conspiracy theory all the way through. I mean, you're not going to find any cardiologist to say no. LDL cholesterol 300 is totally cool, you know, get it higher. You're only going to see grifters say that. And, you know, and non-medical professionals that, you know, just say whatever the hell they want. Yeah, Dr. Bear's not here tonight, huh, Nikki? Dr. Bear, I remember last week explained that she's been pretty busy with school right now and preparing for a new class that she has never taught before. And I know what that's like as a former educator, that, yeah, you need to prep even more to do something the first time, you know. Once you've taught a class a few times, then it's easier. Once you've taught it a bunch of times, then you can do it in your sleep, you know. Not to say I would recommend that as an educator, but I'm just saying, first time it requires way more prep than any other time. Bob, who are you saying things seem better without her? Without who? No, you're talking about Dr. Bear. No, you just spoke bad of Dr. Bear. No, Bob, you're on thin ice right now. Don't speak bad about any of our followers, particularly someone who's a channel member, Bob, all right? Don't do that again, all right? Please respect my desire here to not... Let's look at our rules, Bob, all right? Let's look at here. Be civil. No personal attacks, harassment, and that you're saying stuff that borders on some of this number one stuff here. I know you might argue otherwise it doesn't, but please just don't. Just number one means just don't speak badly, particularly of us here and you know that are here, regulars here. I know you might disagree with her, Bob, but you know 98% of the people in the live stream chat here disagree with you as well, you know, so just not everyone's gonna like call you out on your shit, you know, and she does, and I respect her for that. All right, thank you, Peter. Yeah, no, yeah, that should be a punishment for speaking badly of one of our most loyal, beloved viewers here. She's an educator, you know. She values logic and critical thinking. I love her position, how she desires that critical thinking were an essential component of education, a course that all students must take in their undergrad or at least high school. That's where she teaches that in their high school education. I think that would be amazing. I think the world might be a slightly better place if people learn some simple, basic critical thinking skills. I don't think it'd be a worse place. Let's go to when did you last time eggs? Be honest, not like other vegans. What are you trying to say here? I'll answer your question, but why would you think I'm lying? And who are these vegans who are not honest? So let's put your comment up here. Oops, wrong one.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
All right, can you guys hear me? I think I made a mistake there. My bad. All right, here we go.
Thanks for the tip.
All right, so now let's go. What are you talking about? I see a donation from Metalhead. Thank you. You have a website called nelsonsvegancooking.com. So yeah, check it out. I'm sure it's some good stuff because yeah, Vegan Metalhead, despite you wouldn't know it from his name, is a chef. Hey, Groovy Lisa. So we're trying to get let's go to just explain more of his statement here. I'll answer your question. I don't have to, but I will answer your question. But I want to know what are you trying to get here? Why would I not be honest? And who are these other vegans you're asserting who are not honest? Please, once you answer those questions, let's go to. I will answer the last time I had eggs. All right. So let's see if he's back. The all ex-vegans are admitting to cheat on vegan diet. all of them had eggs or fish or chicken. I noticed these ex-vegans said when they quit being vegan, one of the first foods they had was like eggs or fish or chicken. Were they cheating too? I mean, I'm not sure what that means if you're cheating. If you're not going to be vegan anymore, you're not going to be vegan. You're not really cheating. So you say not like other vegans. So you're talking about ex-vegans, people who didn't want to be vegan anymore, ate an egg. Well, that's not really cheating because they didn't want to be vegan anymore. See what I'm saying? Veganism is not a diet. Oh, there's my Instagram there. But anyway, I'm not here to promote my Instagram. Veganism is a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Do you understand that? It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So if you believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, there's no cheating about that. If you believe animal cruelty and exploitation, how could you like say, I'm going to put my moral beliefs on the back burner here for a day, and I'm going to have an egg. I'm going to ignore all the cruelty and exploitation, just block it out in my mind and consume a product that is just loaded with cruelty and exploitation. How do you do that? Then you're not vegan. Then you're like Bob. Then you're plant-based. You're eating plants for some other reason, and maybe you sprinkle in some animal products. Yeah, you're not vegan. So if you're saying these vegans were eating eggs, well, they're not vegan. Vegans don't eat eggs. If you're eating eggs, you're something else. I don't know what it's called, but it's not vegan. But anyway, let's see if you answered any more there. What was your name again? Don't go to. They were cheating. Well, then they're not vegan. You really can't cheat as a vegan. See what I'm saying? If you start eating eggs, let's say you were vegan. All right. If you were vegan and you believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, all right, then you eat plants. Once you stop eating plants and eat other stuff, you're not vegan anymore. Because how can you simultaneously believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong and then start eating the products of animal cruelty and exploitation? You're obviously okay with it then. So yeah, if you're cheating, you're not vegan. You may have been vegan at one point, but as soon as you eat an egg willingly and knowingly and worsely go back and eat more. Worsely is a new word I just invented. Eat more, then you're not vegan anymore. So no, they're not vegan. Why would they be vegan anymore if they knowingly don't want to do it? Like say you're against murder, but you say once a month, I'm going to go murder someone just for the hell of it. I'm just going to get it out of my system. I'm going to block out all my beliefs that murdering someone, taking someone else's life away is wrong. I'm going to block that and just murder someone one day a month. I mean, you're okay with murder, even though you're against murder 29 or 30 days out of the month. If you're cool with it one day out of the month, you're not cool with it at all. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's like they're not vegan anymore. So yeah, animal cruelty and exploitation. If you're cool with animal cruelty and exploitation, you are not vegan. So I will answer your question now as I promised. Okay. When was the last time I had eggs? I have no fucking idea, man. I mean, I went vegan in 2010. I don't remember. It was sometime prior to 2010. Maybe, let's take a guess. Maybe I went vegan sometime around fall, winter of 2010. So maybe sometime earlier that year. Maybe the prior year or the year before. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't write it down or anything like that. So literally, it's been like, yeah, a long time, 14 years at least since I've had an egg, and I'm not cheating. If I were cheating, I just wouldn't be vegan anymore. Why would I just keep on going on, call myself vegan? If I eat animal products one day a month or something like that. Yeah, I'm the guy who's against murder, but I murder one day a month. I'm the guy who's against rape, but I rape one day a month. It doesn't make any sense. So anyway, enough of that. Worsely, you like that word there? Oh, I saw a super chat from Robert Bird when I was going off on that whole thing there. So thank you so much, Robert. I saw it, and I made a mental note to acknowledge you after I got done with my whole rap about how you can't be vegan and just say, I'm going to be vegan 29 or 30 days of the month and cheat one day. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, you're not vegan then. Anyway, yeah, and just eat some Just Egg. Yeah, I eat Just Egg quite often, like once a week. But Just Egg is made out of mung beans rather than chicken periods. Eggsploitation. You got that right, Uncle. People don't understand. There's exploitation in an egg production. Well, I see VLAM giving us the literal translation from Chinese for egg. Egg white substance. Eggs are yucko, Robert. I'm right there with you. Peter, yeah, you're thinking of Dr. McDougall. It's a story he tells. I don't know if it's true or not. I've heard he's just making that up, but I can't verify that. I've never really spoken to McDougall personally and asked him if that's just like a little story he likes to say. I don't know. But yeah, if that story is true, yeah, he's not vegan. I don't think Dr. McDougall ever claimed to be vegan. He's promoting a plant-based diet. I mean, a lot of people like to hold these guys up as like vegans. Like, they're medical doctors who are promoting eating plants. I've never really seen them say, yeah, animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. No, they're talking about the health benefits of not consuming animal products. And anyone wondering where Bill Seabury is tonight? There's a Lakers game on. So I hope Bill's all right, but there's a Laker game that started about half an hour ago. So I'll give Bill a free pass tonight for not being here. So anyway, let's move on. What did AJ say? Bill is talking to Bob. Bob's back. Bob, it's not hard to forego your ego as a vegan if you have kindness and compassion. Yeah, nice point there, AJ. Let's see, what else did you tell him there? You mean even being against animal cruelty is only relevant because of how thinking about it makes us feel. Hard to overcome our own egos. Wow. Yeah, the Lakers and Warriors could totally do a play-in game like they did 2 seasons ago when they faced each other in a play-in game. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see. What's that, Uncle? In a world where you can be anything you want, yeah, be kind. Rather than be an asshole, a dick, or a person who pays others to kill for them. Yeah, just be kind, be chill, be cool. Okay, so AJ's telling Bob, don't make being kind to others into rocket science. Yeah, it's a simple idea. As we saw, Jordan Vegan, our 13, now 14-year-old follower, he gets it. He didn't have all the college and all the philosophy and ethics and stuff. He understands it. Just don't harm the animals. They're lovable, loving creatures that deserve our love and care and compassion rather than having some billionaire company raise them into existence solely for profits. And they could have been in the paper towel business, but no, they chose to be in the animal carcass business. So yeah, they're living beings with emotions that don't deserve to be ground up into little pieces so people can have a burger. More events of the Lakers play every Friday. No, they don't play every Friday, VLAN, but they play about 3 or 4 games, about 3 games a week. So just through I wish Dr. Bear were here so we could do the mathematics. It's pretty easy to calculate out the percentage of one particular day, a Friday being a game day. Given to say they play 3 days a week. It's pretty easy math, but I forgot how to do that off the top of my head. It's probability theory. I think you draw little slots and you count how many possible outcomes each slot can have and you multiply the product. If you're watching Dr. Bear later on, let me know if that basic gist is right, or is there a different way to calculate that? Yeah, Nikki, unnecessary killing of a sentient being in any way is not compassionate. So anyway, let's continue on here. Kwane, you have a question about vegan food. What is my favorite type of homemade vegan burger and ingredients? We don't really make burgers here, homemade or like store-bought, like Impossible or whatever. On occasion, I remember getting some I think it was speaking of McDougal, it might have been Dr. McDougal or some brand like that they had different kinds of patties. It was like a black bean patty, you know, and that was years ago. So I can honestly say we haven't had any kind of burgers in this house for years. So I don't really have a homemade vegan burger favorite to share with you, unfortunately. It just shows you how much I like burgers or how little I like burgers. But yeah, I'll get a vegan burger once in a blue moon out somewhere, but usually it's like a last option. What's that, Peter? Saladino likes to compare vegan food to his way of eating. What? But he always picks foods that are like Red Bull and other horrible foods that are obviously... What, he likes Red Bull? Are you serious? Mr. the healthiest guy in the world, whatever, he's drinking Red Bull? Is that right? It's probably a sponsor. I know Red Bull sponsors a lot of people on social media. That's probably what's going on there. Why would he be promoting that if he weren't getting some payola from them? Is he drinking Red Bull like blatantly in front of the camera? If so, yeah, he's sponsored. Oh, he's saying Red Bull sucks and he's using that to debunk veganism? How does Red Bull have anything to do with veganism? I mean, everyone I know that drinks Red Bull is not vegan. I'm sure there's vegans that drink it. I'm not saying that, but what does that have to do with anything? It's like saying I don't know, Chevy cars suck. Veganism debunked. You know, there's no connection. I'm not saying Chevy cars suck. I'm just trying to pick something completely irrelevant, you know? Lacrosse sucks. Veganism debunked. I'm not saying lacrosse sucks. That's my point. Like, what's the connection between Red Bull and veganism? It is tactically vegan. Okay, so Red Bull has no animal products in it. Well, neither does like 7-Up, right? Or Coca-Cola or root beer, right? So all those things suck. So he's saying it has to have animal bits in there to be good. So if like Red Bull put a little piece of like animal crap in there, it would all of a sudden be magically good or something like that. That's like some bad logic. Not on your part, but on Saladino's part. Vegan metalhead, you drink Red Bull sometimes. There you go. You're the first and only vegan I know that drinks Red Bull. All right, cool, Kwane. You do that taste test there for you. See, report back. Yeah, Red Bull just is nasty. I remember trying it before, probably before I went vegan. Yeah, I just don't remember it being good or anything like that. It just seems like a bunch of crazy stuff in there. And there are no Red Bulls in them, Nancy. That's probably why Saladino is pissed. He really wishes Red Bull had some Red Bull bits in there, huh? Yeah, there's a bunch of conversations going on right now, Heidi. Bob, are you fighting with people again, Bob? I know you could say, well, someone started it. I don't know. I'm not here to, like, roll this chat back, scroll it back, and see who said what to whom first or second. I really don't care. But no more fighting, Bob. You've fought with enough people tonight. Angie, Bob's fighting with people.
Ban him. It's time.
Angie says ban him. It's time. You hear that, Bob? No more fighting. All right, Bob? I told you. Peter put you in timeout. And I said you could come back only if you came back in a let's see, what did Peter do? Peter did something. I said you could come back only if you did not engage people in a negative manner. You can engage people in a positive manner. Yeah, you're cool. You're that kind of stuff. Veganism's wrong. Yeah, I said no more confrontational. 10-minute timeout. So you understand, Bob? I told you. If then it happened. If you come back and do the same thing, which I told you not to do, then there would be consequences. I don't want to see a bunch of fighting in my live stream, all right? Do you understand that? I said, you're free to express your opinions up to a certain point, then it becomes tedious. And that's kind of Bob's forte. That's Bob's forte, is becoming tedious.
I was coming back here to say, Bud Light sucks. Carnivore diet debunked.
Bud Light sucks. Carnivore diet debunked.
Makes about as much sense.
Yeah, saying that Red Bull sucks, veganism debunked, because Red Bull is technically vegan. Like I said, so is 7-Up. Like, who gives a crap? You know, and some of those candy bars that we saw on Halloween are vegan too. Veganism debunked. Yeah, Jolly Ranchers are vegan. Veganism debunked. But Milky Ways are not vegan, therefore meat eating debunked. You know, it's like, it makes no sense.
Is it too soon to start the dinner?
No, it's actually not too soon to start the dinner. 21 minutes. We got the pot ready, the pressure cooker filled with all the stuff for the Tuscan kale pilaf. You guys know the first meal in the Happy Holiday Vegan Cookbook. Where'd it go? Oh, I grabbed Keep It Carb Baby, wrong one. See, I started 20. I know, I don't know why I grabbed Keep It Carb Baby. Probably because I'm hungry. Right here. This meal is ready. It will look like this in about half an hour. It takes 21 minutes in this hot pot and about 8 minutes to warm up. So I told Angie, yes, start it now. So when I'm done with this live stream, we will have food all ready to go. Yeah, Bob is in detention now. Again, Bob, I'm not trying to like say you're a bad person or anything like that. If you're still watching, I just don't want all the negative engagement going on in here. That's what you're doing. You're coming back and saying things that you know are gonna like provoke people, you know, in a negative way, and just roll with that. But please, you've done that enough tonight, and we've hit the limit. I have a limit. I give you a little short leash, and then you go over that, and that's what happens. So let's get back to having some chill discussions now. Oh, you had the same dinner tonight, the Tuscan kale pilaf? Awesome, AJ. Yeah, we had an idea, like, why don't we just throw it on the pot before I start the live stream? And then a little bit before the live stream ends, I'll communicate with Angie. She just happened to walk back this direction, and we talk through the wall here, and she's gonna go start it now. So yeah, I'll be out here in half an hour for sure. When did Sarah leave us? Sarah, did you have to go, or are you just like listening from a distance? I'm sorry if I'm seeing you around much tonight, Sarah. But anyway, yeah, Bob does push the envelope, and I think that's intentional. You know, I don't know who he is in reality, what his goals are, if he's even really doing any of the stuff he says. I don't know, but we do know he just tries to push the envelope here. Yeah, it's nice to have a little break here for sure. So anyway, Bob is the community hamburger. Oh boy. Yeah, I had to think about it a second for that character. That's Sesame Street, right? I kind of forgot what Hamburger did exactly. I'll have to go refresh myself. I can remember he yeah, it kind of provokes things, huh? So anyway, so Kwane, cool. I'm glad you're being nice to everyone there in the chat tonight. I remember last week you had some question about how veganism wasn't good, or you wanted to debunk it. Did you have anything to ask tonight or something, or are you cool with what we talked about last week? I think you were arguing for some ecological position or something like that. Anyway, did you have anything else you want to ask, or are you cool tonight, Kwane? Yeah, didn't he like to steal the hamburgers or something like that, Peter, huh? Was it McDonald's or Sesame Street? I can't remember now. It's like a childhood memory of the Hamburglar. You guys refresh me. Can't remember. That brain cell is so far in the back of my brain, I honestly can't remember. Yeah, it's very well possible, Metalhead. I've thought that too, that Bob Hill is just inciting confrontation for his entertainment. Yeah, that's a distinct possibility for sure. Not saying it's true, but I assign that at least a 50% probability. Okay, it's definitely McDonald's. All right, thank you. That would make sense rather than Sesame Street. See, I can't remember this stuff, you know? Veganism debunked. Ryan can't remember. Ryan can't remember stuff from his childhood. Yeah, Heidi, there was a Bob Big Boy restaurant back in the day. You're right. I imagine that's what Bob looks like. He looks like the Bob from Bob Big Boy. You guys know what Bob Big Boy looks like? Let me Google the image for you. Yeah, it was a chain of restaurants. I don't know how far across the country it went. Bob Big Boy. I can't believe I'm Googling that. Let's see. Images. Oh, I think there's still one left. Have you guys like seen that icon, the Bob Big Boy? I used to go there a lot when I was a kid. This thing. Oops. Anyway, I'm not sure why I'm showing some kind of burger joint here, but yeah, I guess it's relevant because we're talking about Bob. And that's it. But yeah, I'm vegan. I'm not promoting going there or anything like that. Far from it. But just sharing with you a place, a chain restaurant I had gone to with my parents when I was young. Did Ronald McDonald retire? Good question, Uncle. Yeah, I think Ronald McDonald has been silently retired. Maybe he's at certain events or something like that, but from like TV commercials, yeah, I think they would have a hipper image than this weird cheesy clown from like the 60s or 70s, huh? Yeah, I can't remember my breakfast from 26 years ago. It was probably lunch or dinner when I went there more. I read that like this cool coloring book too that they give the kids. I think that's what made it popular with kids. That crazy statue of the boy holding the burger and the little coloring books. I liked that back then. Yeah, Ray, I have to chime in here. Daiya cheese is okay. It's not bad, but there's better ones out there like Follow Your Heart, Violife. Yeah, there's many. Daiya, I would just give like an average, like a C. There's many that are better than Daiya. Daiya's just like one of the big ones out there. Man, I'm glad Angie mentioned starting the dinner. I'm really starting to feel the hunger right now. Nancy, you're the weirdo that has never disliked any vegan cheese. Yeah, but yeah, some are better than others. Yeah. Ooh, Angie's there. Put a link to our merch. Yeah, if you want to get one of our vegan cult leader shirts or vegan cult member shirts or happy healthy vegan shirts, a new tea drop. Do we have a new tea drop right now, or should we make a new tea drop? Because we were talking about one recently. I'm not sure if you're gonna do it for me, but I want happy healthy vegan and like Korean Hangul. Maybe I'll make one in Chinese too. I just want to wear more shirts that have like a vegan message in Asian languages for some reason. I guess because I'm Asian and I kind of like the look of Asian lettering, so I might just make us a happy healthy vegan in Chinese and Korean. What's that, Peter? Thanks for the super chat, Peter. When you were a kid, your mother took you to a vegetarian restaurant and it was extremely old school. No fake meats. Very simple black bean burgers with fries and basic salads. They did have real cheese and real mayonnaise, unfortunately. That was like really advanced for the time. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, veganism was pretty much unheard of. Vegetarian was like what vegan is now, you know. But now, yeah, there's way better vegan dairy products now. So, click the link. Oh, okay. I'll click the link. Let me copy the link here. Copy link. Oh, Angie has a new tea. Let's see what she made here. Let's see what Angie made. Uh-oh. All right, new tea. You can all buy it right now. Ban Bob in red. All right, here we go. A new tea that just dropped right now. If you want to get it, a Ban Bob t-shirt. All sizes from small to quadruple, quintuple, extra large. So I'm tempted to get one. Oh man. New shirt drop here, the band Bob shirt. It's been threatened to get made. So I can see Bob right now. He's in timeout just watching. If he's still here, he probably left. You know, any normal person would probably be pissed if they saw a 10-minute ban after a 5-minute ban. I can see him. If he's still here, I'm fantasizing that's going, all right, that's pretty cool. They made a shirt about me. What if Bob buys them all before anyone? Well, let him do it because there's an infinite supply. You know, we don't press these up. They get printed on demand. So yeah, Bob, try to buy them all up. We would become millionaires if you did that. Oh yeah, you're right, Peter. People can't see you on this live stream, so no one will know this shirt other than the very limited context of the Happy Holly Vegan live streams. But yeah, Bob would be very honored if he saw this, huh? And VLAM raises the very practical point. It wouldn't get rid of Bob that easily, right? Oh boy, but yeah, I'm thinking about getting one. Maybe I'll sport it one night and just like totally surprise you guys. Bob has a shirt. He has the honor, the distinction of being our first and only viewer, particularly live stream viewer, that has a shirt made especially for him. So all right, we're giving a little toast here to Bob, the distinct honor of being our first viewer to get a shirt made for him. And it would be awesome if Bob bought one. We'll check the sales in a few days, see if anyone bought one. I want to see if Bob gets one too. Anyway, for all I know, he's not even Bob. He's just like trolling us for all we know. V's right, yeah. Bob again got to be the main character even when he was blocked, right? So, or at least timed out. So he always finds a way back in. He's like a cockroach or something. I'm not sure. What is super resilient yet not that pleasant? Like that movie, What About Bob? I don't recall that. All right, we have someone trying to like question veganism or debunk veganism. Analog A, let me put your question up here, Analog A, about vegan nutrients. So
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
All right, so I'm putting your words up here for all us to look at here, and let's see what you're asking about here, Analog A. Eating vegan gives you all the nutrients you need that you get from meat. So I'm trying to understand your question here, Analog A. Are you you're doubtful that if you ate nothing but plants that you would not you'd be unhealthy or something? Okay, someone just bought a shirt. Thanks for buying the it doesn't suck being vegan shirt. You can still buy all our non-Bob related shirts on our store there. But as far as okay, I want to emphasize, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, or anything of the sort, but I do know that these people exist, and that organizations of them have examined the science. That's how we can figure out if we can get all the nutrients we need from plants, rather than just wondering or asking like Paul Saladino or some guy without a shirt on TikTok. We can actually look at what science says. And let's check out what some health professionals say. Oops, Bob is there for one last second here. Here is what the scientific consensus is. Check out the Dietitians of Canada, British National Health Service. Again, these are organizations of health professionals. What was your name again? Analog A. And the consensus is very clear that a properly planned plant-based diet is nutritionally adequate. The only thing that is not in plants, unless you're eating duckweed, which is really, really rare, is vitamin B12. So for that, yeah, just take a supplement. And you know, most meat eaters need to take a supplement to have healthy B12 levels as well. It's a problem that affects I said about 40% of Americans, not vegans, just 40% of Americans, low B12 levels through not the best absorption. So yeah, just take a supplement. Unless you're going to the doctors, getting your blood tested all the time, just take a supplement, whether you're a vegan or not, a B12 supplement. So hopefully we answered your question there, Analog A. What do you think, Analog A? You bought your third shirt, Vegan Metalhead. That was you. Awesome. For a second, I thought someone bought the No Bob shirt. You know, I was going, whoa, I wonder who got the No Bob shirt. Where's the link to buy a shirt? Let me get you a link there, Peter. If you just want to buy any shirt in general, let's go back to here. Let's just go to the merch.happyhealthyvegan shirt, and I'll just put the link down here. You even can get a water bottle if you want. Oops, yikes. So anyway, you can get all our various shirts here on merch.happyhealthyvegan.org. You can even get a sticker like It Doesn't Suck Being Vegan, Non-Deficient Vegan. So let me paste the link for y'all. Leroy, my favorite fruit, it is cherries, fresh cherries, which will be in season maybe in another month and a half or so. Oh no, your Doesn't Suck Being Vegan shirt is wearing out. Gosh, I apologize for that. And mine are holding up really well. And we put them in the washing machine. We run them through the dryer. We don't do any hang drying or anything like that. So I apologize if your shirt's wearing out, Peter. Cherries in your fridge. Are they it's not cherry season. Are they from the southern hemisphere? I think you can get like New Zealand or something cherries right now. But yeah, I like just the local cherries from around here when they're in season, and it's a little too early right now for stone fruit. VLAM, you wear your sleeveless tee to the gym every Sunday? Awesome. Cool. Does anyone ever say anything to you? Actually, V, I don't know how you could send it to me. Could you translate happy, healthy, vegan for me into Chinese? And I'll make a shirt of that. Because I want to make one in Korean, Hangul, and one in like the Chinese. I don't know what the Chinese letters are called or characters. But if you could send me that would be totally awesome. And I'll make it available if anyone wants to buy it on our store. You could get one and wear happy, healthy, vegan in Chinese. So let me know if you have a way to maybe you could send that in an Instagram message to me. I think you can paste those characters in there, but that'd be awesome if you could help me with that, V. I would really appreciate that. Insects are immoral? Sentience of immoral insects? Interesting. Uncle, I haven't been going to the local farmers market that much. Now I just really go during cherry season, speaking of cherries. So we'll wait for cherries to become ready, and I'll be going every week. And I go hard. I'll drop $30-$40 on cherries when cherry season comes. You guys know, I go nuts, because they're fleeting. They only here maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks, sometimes 7. So I know if it's like a use it or lose it, just buy a whole bunch and eat them like crazy for a month or so, and then they're gone. Wow, I hear some cats outside going crazy, like fighting and meowing at each other. Yeah, I do sometimes put frozen cherries in my smoothies, AJ. I get this frozen fruit mix, frozen bag of fruit thing from the market. I've been pouring that in my smoothies lately. So what kind of cherries? We have different kinds. Different weeks they'll have different kinds of cherries, like Bing's one, and there's different other varieties of cherries. I forgot them off the top of my head, but I think they have about maybe 4 or 5 different cherry varieties that they bring to us at farmers market. You don't think that's a Chinese word for vegan? Some translated it as strict vegetarian, but the word for vegetarian specifically refers to diet, so I don't think it's very good. I'll take the best you got, VLAM. Yeah, if you got happy, healthy, strict vegetarian, I'll take it. You know, I know, yeah, one-to-one word correlations don't always exist, especially when you cross languages and cultures that are as different as Chinese and the English language. So I'll take what you got. Yeah, take it as a challenge and let me know, yeah, if you come up with something. Yeah, you don't have to do it instantly. Yeah, think it through. Think about what the best translation for happy, healthy, vegan. Hopefully it's just like a few characters we could fit on a shirt, like, 3, 4, 5 characters or something. Let me know. Please, I would appreciate that. Okay, your cherries are from Chile. Yeah, some kind of southern hemisphere thing. I forgot when I would get them in the wintertime. They'd come from somewhere in the southern hemisphere. I thought it was New Zealand. It could have been Chile. I don't remember. It's been a while. I've got them a few times. Like, ooh, I'm going to eat cherries right now in January. It's weird eating cherries when it's cold and rainy or even snowy for maybe some of you guys. For me, it's weird. I associate cherries with like the weather's getting better and it's sunnier and, more pleasant, going outside more. What's that, metalhead? What does that mean? Vegan metalhead? Selamat vegan sahat. What does that say? What does that mean? Yeah, Nikki, yeah. Oregon has great cherries and strawberries. Often, what happens here in California, we'll eat all the local farmers market cherries from California. Then we'll go to the supermarkets once those are gone, and there'll be cherries from like Oregon and then Washington State. We kind of follow the harvest up the coast, sort of. Nancy, it's a coincidence that the K-pop fingers also look like a V for vegan. Oh, like this? Wait, that's the heart or heart 2. What's the V one? I forgot how to do that. I see all these cool hand. I'm sure Angie knows it. She's probably watching someone doing it right now on TV for all I know. Yeah, I can't wait till summer, Uncle. I just hope it's a mild one like last year. I saw like the whole country was like way hotter than normal. It was so pleasant here last summer. I hope that pattern continues for us. Oh, it's our channel name in Indonesian. Okay, thanks, Metal. I'll keep that one in mind. I definitely want to do like the Chinese and Korean ones first, but I'll consider switching it over, adding ones in other languages as we go on. But yeah, I want to do those 2 countries first. And we want to do it in like not the Romanized, like, the ABC letters. We want to do it in the, the traditional characters as well. I think it's called Hangul in Korean. I'm not sure. What's it called? Does it have a name, VLAM, for like the writing? Let me know. I'm Chinese. I should know this, and I don't. Play some guitar. I played you so many songs that you guys have heard before. It's probably boring. I don't have any cool ones to play for you guys right now. I've just playing a lot of like bluesy stuff the past week or so. Getting back into my blues, John Mayer kind of stuff. Traditional Chinese with lots of strokes. That's what it's called. Traditional Chinese with lots of strokes. It doesn't have an official name for like, like what it's called. Let's see if I can think of something to play right now. I will. It's just songs I've been playing a lot of like Love Spiral songs from our 2007 album Long Way From Home lately. And I've played a lot of those for you here in the past too. I guess because I know what I'm doing. I'm remastering the album to release it later on this year. It'll sound better. It'll be more clear, less muddy. So the songs are really stuck in my head. I really realized I think that might be our best album. It's a really, really cool album. We were really inspired right then. I just wish it was recorded a little better. But anyway, let's see. Play some metal. No, I'm not going to play it. Let's see. I'll jam something out here. pick kind of player. Play some K-pop-y chords for you here, or kind of new soul. You know, stuff like that. Just a little, just playing some Love Spirals there. That's a song called Caught in the Groove from our 2007 album Long Way From Home, which I told I'm remastering right now. Yeah, then I do a lot of rocking on my Strat on that song. I'm playing all this. Anyway, that was pretty bad. I have no excuse for that one. I've been playing guitar a bit lately. Anyway. I know, 2007 is a long time ago, Uncle. I figured it's been enough years where we could re-release that album. I mean, I wasn't even vegan then. That's how long ago it was, you know? Yeah, Robert, I mainly play electric. It's just easier to, like, pick up an acoustic and have you hear it, but yeah, electric's my main thing. You know, I mainly play Stratocasters, or you know, that's kind of my thing. I'm kind of a Strat guy, even though I have a Telecaster and Les Paul and a couple others. But yeah, mainly play electric guitar. Play some metal, picks up acoustic. That's me. Let's see. Where'd my pick go? I lost my pick already. I'll play some metal. I'll play. This is not really a metal band, but I probably played this a few times. Up the last chord.
Thanks for being an awesome cult leader.
Fuck. So embarrassing. Played all right and bombed the last chord. Oh well. How'd I do that? Because I'm debunking veganism here. Ryan forgot the last chord. And I get a super chat tip there? Thanks, V. Thanks for being the awesome cult leader. Thank you, guys. Oh, cool. Oh, it seems $5. Wow, I thought it was $1. I was looking at Peter's one right before that. Thank you, V. Thank you so much. Yeah, your cult leader is actually a musician, a professional musician. I mean, I've been claiming my music income on my taxes since like 1992 or something like that. Yannicki, I'll try some John Mayer here. All right, I have no excuse if I blow this one. All right, slow dancing in a burning room. It's going to be hard to hear on an electric. Yeah, anyway, it's hard to hear without the proper amplification to make it sound better. Anyway, guys, yeah, it's kind of hard to plug it in right now. Anyway, yeah. I played some Zepp earlier, Yannicki. That was that last acoustic song I played where I flubbed the last chord twice in a row live on a live stream. Cool. That was soothing. Yeah, I guess my playing is kind of soothing, huh? Let's see. I'm trying to think of something cool for acoustic, because that's easier to hear, because I have a nice microphone right here. It doesn't need any amplification. Let me think of something nice. Something's coming to my head right now. Probably because I'm hungry. Anyway, let's see. Kwane says, I am actually here for the longest each week because I'm a fan of y'all music album. I don't care if y'all vegan. Y'all are really two down-to-earth people in your book. You don't care for vegan? I mean, hopefully you don't hold that against us or anything like that. Well, thanks, Kwane. Anyway. Yeah, I wish I had something cool. I haven't been playing acoustic much lately, so nothing's really coming to mind for something chill on acoustic guitar for you. Actually, I should get going. I think it's time for the cult leader to eat. I remember it was about over 30 minutes ago when I said I should be gone by like 8:15 because that's when our food should be completed in the Instapot thing. So the pressure cooker. It's like, I guess I'll do it, guys. I guess I'll get going. I'm starving, really. That workout today at the gym really took a lot out of me, man, because I haven't been doing my jumping workouts because of my foot. My foot's been messed up since last December, and I probably didn't do a jumping workout maybe since like November, so I feel old and tired tonight because I guess I am. I'm technically 56 and a half, and I'm tired, man. That jumping workout really got me. You know what it's like, guys, if you haven't done a workout in a long time, even if you did it a million times before, if you haven't done it for months, the first time you do it again, it's like, oh my God, that was so killer. That's how I kind of feel today right now. So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Peter for sending me some more video ideas. I will definitely look at my Instagram. And I know, yeah, VLAM sent me something too. I forgot what it was, but I'll check that out in a little bit too. So thanks for helping me, guys, find content and with ideas. And VLAM, yeah, take time and research how we can write out happy, healthy, vegan, and Chinese characters. And I'll make a shirt. If you want to get it, I'm going to buy one for myself for sure. And if you guys want to get that no Bob, that's totally cool too. So I guess Bob didn't come back. And I hope Sarah's cool. I hope she got something, more fun to do tonight if we weren't all that excited tonight. So I want to thank all you guys, though. Everyone for being here with me. Being here on my Fridays, our Fridays, because we're all here. It's our time, our Friday live streams. Thanks for all the donations. If you haven't watched my video from last Tuesday, where I debunk Saladino saying that veganism sucks because, just watch it. And I also want to thank you guys for last Sunday, all the Happy Fam that made it to the Happy Fam live stream Sunday afternoon. That was a blast. That was fun. Thanks for being here. Angie and I had a great time. And like I said, we'll make you guys, since you guys seemed positive about it, so I told you we're going to go to Disneyland, Disney California Adventure one day next week because some construction crap going on around here. So we'll make a vlog for you guys, for you Happy Fam. So that should be fun. So be on the lookout for that. I'm not sure how long it'll take to edit it all, but yeah, we'll have some more content for you next week. That was my, that's our plan. That's our goal. Hopefully reality won't intervene and change that, but that's our plan, guys. So I'm delirious with hunger right now, so I'm going to go before I'm almost 57, Uncle. I'm 56 and a half. So I'm closer to 57 than I'm 56 right now. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thanks, Uncle. Thanks, Peter and Uncle, for moderating. Appreciate it. It'd be really hard for me to do this without you guys. So I really want you to know how much I appreciate you guys keeping certain people in check, and even non-Bob types that come in and try to disrupt our live stream. So thanks so much, guys. So I gotta go. I'm starving. Veganism will survive another week, not being debunked, and we'll see you guys next Friday, guys. Same time. Much love to you. Much love you too, AJ. Thank you. Bye, guys.